Guys, we got to talk about Halo. Let's talk about Halo Campaign Evolved. We're going to cover a couple of things regarding Halo Campaign Evolved. Number one, I finally played the game, got to play it with real life fake wizard, and we're going to go over that gameplay in a second and give some of my initial thoughts over the bonus missions because we didn't get to play the campaign. We initially decided to do the bonus missions since it takes place 1 year before the campaign. So it just chronologically makes sense to play the the bonus missions. But we're going to talk about Halo Campaign Evolved because there's a couple things going on. Number one, there's the game's getting backlash right now because a revelation was made. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you guys want to see more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join me every single day, 9 p.m. over on the main channel, where you can catch me live every single day, 9 p.m. Eastern. I hope to see every single one of you there. Now back to the main video. By some people on the internet, including Marty O'Donnell, one of the original composer for Halo, and some information has come out after a race swap was discovered to be fairly egregious. So, Pirate Nation posted, Halo Campaign Evolved is getting a lot of backlash after race and gender swapping a bridge officer whose face was originally a 3D scan of a Bungie engineer called Matt Seger, confirmed by Marty O'Donnell, into a black woman next to Keys. Former Halo developer Niall Sankey publicly called the increased female Marine ratio Clown World. So I ended up looking at this photo and I was like, oh, damn, that's rough. That's rough. Can you imagine? You're the person who is co-opting this game, right? Because let's be real. Halo Studios is not the studio who made the original Halo, obviously, right? To see this go down, it's just a prime example of like, they just don't care. Like, they actually don't care. They don't care about the history of this. You don't care about anything. Like, the original developers on Halo are just laughing at this, because what this is it just proves that they care more about incorporating, checkboxes and whatnot versus actually maintaining anything related to the original game that is, respectful, let's just say. So they ended up completely nuking someone who was actually involved in the original game instead of just saying, you know what, we're going to keep him in the game out of respect, right? Out of respect for the game that we are currently co-opting, right? We're gonna be respectful, but no, they decided not to do that. Not only that, again, I don't know if this is a bug, but let me confirm this real quick. So this is Marty O'Donnell replying and says, funny, in the original, that was from a scan of the face of one of our engineers. He also programmed the audio engine. So it's not like this guy was heavily involved in the original game, and he got completely erased from the remake, which is crazy, right? So anyway, and you can even see, look, a little bit more history. 2001 Halo Combat Evolved, still there. Obviously, he's here. 2011, the Anniversary Edition, still there. Halo Campaign Evolved, gone. Bye. Completely gone. So, sometime between here and here, they decided that, this was problematic. So anyway, good old 343 Industries, good old Halo Studios. You gotta love it, right? Now, I don't know if this is a bug. I don't have the video, but I will just tell you, apparently something that was discovered. So apparently, in the game, you cannot damage, kill, or hurt any of the female operators that is inside of the base. You can't hurt, kill, or any of them, right? If you try to kill them, if you try to hurt them, nothing happens. But if you want to try to kill or hurt the male operators, you can do that. So you can't hurt any of the females, but you can hurt the males. Now, again, I don't know if that's a bug, but I do think that's quite hilarious. You know what? Give me a second. I'm gonna edit this out. Give me a second. I do have the video. I gotta find it. I sent it to the guys earlier because I couldn't believe it. I want to bring it up. I feel like I have to show it. For people to really understand, I have to show it. Let me get the video. Just give me 2 seconds. Hold on. Right here. Got it. Okay, perfect. Perfect. All right, so this is the video clip where it shows you essentially trying to attack the females. And let me show you what happens. Again, I don't know if this is a bug. All right, I don't know if this is the bug or not. So I just want you guys to know that before people are like, oh my God, look at this fucking chud complaining about a bug. I'm telling you right now, I don't know if it's a bug. But I do think if it is a bug, that's a crazy bug, bro. That's like, what are the chances? What are the chances that the female NPCs get invincibility, but the males don't? That's egregious, brother. Anyway, watch this. Nothing. Which, by the way, she makes sounds like she... Look, watch. So she gets shot. She makes sounds, but nothing happens. Makes sounds. That's what makes me think it might be a bug. But again, that's an egregious bug. Make sounds, nothing happens.
What the hell are you doing?
The men? Nope. Nope. With the men, you absolutely can. Look. Pop.
What the hell are you doing?
Pop.
Security to the bridge.
Pop.
Master Chief has gone rampant. Take him down.
The women? Nope. Bro, again, could this be a bug? Sure. But, like, what are the chances of this, bro? Like, that's actually insane to me. That is so egregious. And all it does is lead credence to the claim that you guys do this on purpose. Because you'll have these people claim that they don't do this on purpose. They're not ideologically driven. We're not about ideology. We're just trying to make a good game. We're just doing, like, okay, sure. Look at that. The dude dead.
I'm shutting you down.
Nope. Now, the interesting thing is that the reticule turns red just like it does with the male NPCs. So that's why I say, like, is it meant to be a thing where you can shoot them, or is it bugged? Like, what's the deal here? Nothing. Nothing. Look, the men are fighting back, and the women are sitting there. It's insane. Anyway, so you guys get the point of that. I just thought it was pretty damn ridiculous. Now, I want to go over to another thing really quick where I want to kind of focus on a couple of things. Number one, I want to focus on the charts. Obviously, people are going to ask about it, so let's just talk about it real quick. So these are the numbers right now. I'll refresh it. Here are the numbers right now. So we got an all-time peak of 25,376 over on Steam. I already know people are going to be like, oh, Steam only accounts for like 1% of the players. Like, obviously, everybody's going to be on console for this one. Here's the thing, boys. Halo Campaign Evolved is like number 46 on the Xbox Store. All right. Last I checked, it isn't even that high on the PlayStation Store either. I think people need to really get their minds out of the world of like consoles being the number one thing, because that's really not the case anymore. And it's been proven that if a video game releases day and date on PC, it almost always is going to get a majority of players on the PC platform. Almost always, especially if it's a shooter. I feel like that's just kind of a thing. But again, even if let's say consoles have the bigger number, I just don't think it's going to be that much bigger that people are trying to cope over it. I really just don't think that's going to be a thing. But anyway, again, it's like number 44, 45, something like that on Xbox. Clearly not doing that well over there as well. And that's Xbox, right? You would think that Xbox players would be all over this. It's Halo, but apparently not, right? People had the same mindset when it came to Marathon, and then come to find out, like almost 80% of Marathon's players were on PC. Everybody was like, oh man, you know, the game is doing so much better on consoles. Nobody cares about the Steam numbers. The Steam numbers don't matter. And then come to find out the Steam numbers were the majority of players, which, again, that wasn't a good look for them. So anyway, I think it's pretty egregious, some of the things that are being shown in this game. Now, again, we did play it, okay? We did play it. Here's my gameplay footage of the game. And we did play it. I'll say this. Here's a couple of things I'll notate. Number one, and again, I'm going to be very, very, very fair with all this. I'll tell you the good, okay? Because there is some good. I know people are going to be like, it's a 0 out of 10, absolute slop. It's garbage. I'm gonna tell you my honest thoughts on this. Okay, couple of things that are good with this is that number one, the sound design is amazing. But to be fair, a lot of the sound design is essentially just remastered original sound design from the original game. So kind of can't give you full credit for that. You know what I'm saying? I kind of can't give you all the credit for that. I could give you credit for the sense that it's remastered or whatever sounds good on modern tech. But realistically, like, a lot of it's from the original game. So can't exactly give that to you. Same with the music too. Although I will say that there is some original music that is in here, especially in the new missions, that is just so out of place. It does not sound very good compared to the original composition, but whatever. Anyway, I'll say the weapons sound amazing and they feel amazing. The impact on the guns feel fantastic. I mean, holy shit, some of these weapons sound really good and feel really good, which is a plus, right? And obviously the grenades, everything like all that sounds really, really, really good. The graphics obviously are beautiful for the environments, but what the fuck is going on with the characters? I have no idea. But we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in the negatives. But the environments look amazing. It honestly, like, some of the levels look really, really, really good. So they did a good job with that. But again, we never really have problems these days with like world design, graphics, or anything like that. Like, I feel like a lot of developers that do world design and whatnot, that's a pretty nerdy position. It's not really ideologically driven, kind of like the writer's room is or anything. So you really don't run into those problems. But the characters are really the issue. But anyway, we'll talk about that. Asperger says none of that matters. All of it matters. All of it matters. Like when you're discussing a video game, all of it matters. All of it matters. There's no way that you can't say that world design and the way that the world is actually portrayed to you, the way that you explore through the world, that none of that matters, because it does. It's a single player game. It absolutely fucking matters. But anyway, so with all that being said, now it gets to the point where it's like, okay, so these are the negatives. So we decided to play the bonus missions first because it takes place 1 year before the initial campaign story takes place. And what I will say is that, and I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding when I tell you, this game's a broken fucking mess. Okay? This game is an absolute broken fucking mess. In the sense of, we were playing the first mission, and I'm not even kidding you, the game bugged out on us within 10 minutes. Twice! To the point where I had to restart the entire mission because it bugged out twice on us, okay? Essentially, what ended up happening was we were supposed to escort Johnson, and Johnson ends up not spawning where he's supposed to be spawning, and we could not progress the mission. So I was like, hey, let's reload the checkpoint. And then when we reloaded the checkpoint, the same bug happened. So we essentially had to restart the entire fucking thing. So the Johnson glitch in the first level is egregious. Like, talk about a terrible first impression. It's literally your first mission. It's a brand new mission. So it's not even a mission that you co-opted from the original campaign. This is your development. This is your work that you put into the game. And it fucking runs like shit. It runs like shit. Like, what are you doing? How is that your first impression, right? So anyway, so it bugged out on us twice. That was stupid. We eventually got past that. And I will say also the positives. The combat scenarios are really fun. They really throw a ton of enemies at you. So it actually is really, really, really fun. But yeah, it's overall though, once the combat is done, and that's if it doesn't bug out on you, it becomes a problem. So anyway, moving on. The story so far is pretty just like blah. Like, I don't know how else to put it other than it's blah. And it goes downhill really fast when they introduce Williams. When they introduce the girl, when they introduce her to the story, brother, she immediately starts shitting on you. I thought that was a joke at first. I thought that was not true, that what people were saying online. No, it is true. Like, the moment she's introduced, you are literally less than what's under her boot. Like, you're not worth a fucking thing to this, but you are just complete trash. And she shits on you nonstop. So me and Wizard decided to respond kindly to her shitting on us. So we're playing the new missions before we play the regular campaign.
Well, if that's a...
Keep up ahead.
Oh, look at this stupid fucking bitch.
We got survivors.
Fuck over there, bitch. Fuck over there, bitch. Get over there.
She just said
Get over
move!
there, bitch.
Wait,
Get over there, bitch.
oh, wait.
Stupid bitch. Get over there.
Oh, she respawned!
Damn it!
Oh, good. Bitch.
That really hurt.
Shut up. Shut up.
That really hurt you now.
Shut up. Shut up.
Oh, and she drops weapons every time.
That really hurt. Someone's gonna get killed. Watch them.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
Bitch.
oh.
All right, let's focus.
Somebody's gonna put that.
I had to get some misogyny out, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, so fun fact though. So it's actually good that we did that because there's something in this game that I don't think anybody even knows exists, right? This is why I don't mind playing bad games sometimes, because you can still make it fun for yourself and other people watching. Unlike a bad movie or a bad TV show, because honestly, if you're watching a bad movie or TV show, you are just along for the ride. You're along for the ride. There's nothing you could do to make it better. But it's good that we did that, because we discovered that if you beat up Williams too much, she will do an anti-patriarchy counterattack to you, and she will literally one-shot both of you. She'll one-shot both of you. I'm not even kidding. I don't know if this is the clip. I'm pretty sure it's not. I gotta double check. It's somewhere over here, but it is. She will anti-patriarchy your ass really fast, brother, and you will get fucking destroyed. Right here. I think it's... Oh, it is right here. Check this out. Here we go. And I know that's what their intention is.
Yeah, this is to try and get a new player.
We don't have time for this, Spartan.
Yeah.
Move your armored ass.
Yo, if she curses me out, what this fucking stupid ass...
Someone's gonna get killed. Watch.
Shut the fuck up. Stupid
Watch
ass.
your fire. That was me.
Shut the fuck up.
Really hurt.
Shut up, bitch. How's that for pulling rank? I told you. Bitch. Stupid ass.
That really hurt.
That's right, bitch.
So bad.
Oh.
Oh, what's this happening?
Why?
Oh! Did she kill us? Yeah, she kill us. Oh shit. Oh shit. No way. Oh, she went gangster. Wait, hold on.
Clock is ticking. We need to regroup. Unlock the
I
door.
need to pause. Wait, I'm pausing the game. Wait. What just fucking happened? Oh, man. So she essentially, she one-shotted us, okay? She one-shotted us after we after we beat her up too much. Yeah, that was the part that I had the most fun. That was honestly, that was shocking, but it was funny. So, but anyway, so that's the thing. Apparently, she will one-shot you if you kill her too many times. Which I find really interesting, because it's kind of unfair, because she respawns over and over. She's like invincible. So apparently she could just kill you if you kill her too many times. Anyway, it was pretty epic, and it was pretty funny. Obviously, that's not the way the game's meant to be played. But the point is, the story, unfortunately, as it is right now, is extremely lackluster. And I'll be real with you. The entire point of buying the remake would be so that you can experience the new content. I feel like that's like the selling point for the game. There's literally no point. There's literally, I'm not even kidding. There's literally no point. Like, for you to spend maximum dollar on this game for one video game, yes, the graphics are nice. Yes, the sound design is nice, but everything else is lackluster and it's broken. It's buggy. For you to spend this kind of money on this one video game that has no multiplayer when you could go buy the Master Chief Collection that has multiple video games, like 5 fucking video games, and it's cheaper, it's crazy. It's like, why? I don't understand why anybody would do that. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I cannot sit here and recommend this to anybody. I'm gonna tell you who this is for, but we all know, like, this is obviously not any of us. But this is for this Halo remake, in my opinion, is for the people that didn't actually play Halo. And we all know that's true because that's what they're aiming for. Like, they're aiming for, you know, the modern audience. They're aiming for, like, they're trying to get new people into Halo and stuff like that. This is for people that didn't grow up with the original Halo. This is for people that didn't play the original Halo. This is for people that heard about Halo. That's what this is for. This is for people that heard about Halo, or at the very least, this is for people that are like under 18 years old that can't handle anything that looks like a polygon. Like, they have to have maximum graphics. They can't handle anything that's old looking or whatever. So this is for them. This is who it's for. And this is why, like, when people say, oh, this is made for PlayStation players, it is. Because most PlayStation players probably didn't play Halo, or they didn't grow up with Halo, depending on how long they were PlayStation players for. So that's realistically what this game is for. And going through the game, aside from the bugginess, because the bugs are really egregious. I haven't even covered some of the other bugs we ran into. But trust me, we did. If you don't believe me, you could go watch the stream. Like, it's not bullshit. We ran into a bunch of issues. Thankfully, though, I'll say this: the servers didn't go down. Unlike Gears 5, where we kept getting disconnected and shit. At least the servers didn't go down. So that's a plus, I guess, right? But anyway, realistically, this game was the pure definition of a polished fucking turd, where it's like it is a very pretty mid experience. It is a very, very, very pretty mid experience where it's like you got a beautiful world. Again, it was designed like it is gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie. Like, certain areas too. I think this map was one of them where, like, we get to like, you could kind of see, I'll just keep it playing in the background. You can kind of see, like, it looks really good. Like, it looks good. The characters. Oh, let me talk about the characters. So, like, the characters don't look like they belong in the world. You know, I spoke to Leon, and Leon called it uncanny Pixar. And to be honest with you, I kind of agree with that, because, like, the characters look like they're trying to be cartoony, but then they're going for the realism, and then something happens in the middle that turns them into, like, rubber. I don't know how else to explain it other than that, because the world design doesn't look like that, but the characters do. So that's a little bit weird. And you really notice it in the cutscenes. Obviously, like, if you were to go all the way in the beginning and look at some of the cutscenes, I mean, look at Johnson, bro. Look at this shit. I feel like I'm watching, like, a Pixar film, but then there's, like, a level of realism to it that, like, it's kind of freaky. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how to explain this. And I know people are gonna blame Unreal Engine 5, but I can't blame Unreal Engine 5 for this, because I've seen other Unreal Engine 5 video games that don't look like rubber. Not like this. You know, I think this was a stylistic choice that they made, where they were going for something cartoony, but then ended up with something that's not. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Ultimately, guys, again, this Halo is for people that didn't play the initial Halo. Can you find fun in it if you did play the initial Halo? I think you can. But I think a lot of that fun is going to be tied to nostalgia. I think it's going to be tied to your remembrance of Halo. And especially when certain songs hit, it's probably going to trigger, like, that nostalgia to make you go like, oh, I remember this. Ooh, ah. And then, you know, that's not going to last very long. And then you got to come to the realization, you know, this shit costs fucking full price, $50, whatever. I don't think it's worth it. And again, like I told Wizard, I just got finished playing the Master Chief Collection. I played Halo Reach, beat Halo Reach. I was pretty much nearly done with the campaign. I didn't get to finish it because I got addicted to Power World. but I was gonna finish it. I had just finished playing that not long ago. There really is no reason for this game to exist outside of it's a modern, pretty version of a video game that people are nostalgic about. I just don't think it's going to go very far in that regard. And I think people are going to look at this and they're going to say to themselves, yeah, it's really not much to remember. It's not much to remember. So, I mean, that's basically it, guys. You know, there were moments where, look at Johnson. Look at the way he looks. You can't tell me this shit don't look, it's weird, bro. It's like they were trying to go for a high graphic Fortnite, but then they also went for realism in a way too. I can't explain it. I don't know. I don't really know what the term is for that. But anyway, no, I'm not excited for Halo 2 or 3 remake. Look at that. It's fucking Steve Harvey. I'm not excited for Halo 2 or 3 remake. I think that realistically, I know they're going to do it because they're so useless. Halo Studios, if Halo Studios does not get layoffs from this, if Halo Studios is not part of the 1,600 that are about to be laid off soon, because remember, you got 1,600 people that were fired, and then you got another 1,600 people that are going to be fired afterwards. Halo Studios needs a reckoning, bro. Like they need to be reined the fuck in, and they need to be brought down to reality, because what they're doing, you guys had a remake, you did no multiplayer. The levels that you created are buggy, like just buggy. How is it that you made 3 levels in I don't know how long of a time, and they're buggy as shit? How is that your first impression? I don't get it. I don't get it. So, but that's basically it, boys. Again, me and Wizard, we're gonna play this again on Thursday, I think. We should be done with the bonus missions, and then we'll be back to the campaign. I will say this. I think I will enjoy the game slightly better by playing the original campaign, because at least at that point, all they're doing is basically tracing their homework. Whereas these original missions that they added to the game, I really feel like give you a bad impression of the game overall, and shows you just how soulless this honestly felt when playing the game. This was extremely soulless. It didn't feel like anything other than a pretty version of a superior game. You know, that's really what it is. Oh, and also too, I know a lot of people are asking about sprint versus walking. Me and Wizard tested that actually. I don't know if I can find the clip. Probably not. It's somewhere here, but you could go back and watch the stream. We tested because walking felt almost as fast as sprinting. Sprinting didn't really feel like it did much. And when we tested it, I was sprinting, I think, and yeah, I was sprinting and Wizard was walking. I was barely ahead of him. It was so weird. I don't really know why, but the speeds were pretty similar. So I don't really know what the deal is with that, or, you know, again, I don't know. I guess they're going for a minor sprint. Who really knows at this point? But that's basically it, boys, for Halo remake. You know, at this point, like super mid, kind of like halfway, 5 soulless, like that's basically it. I'm not thinking this game is going to be anything that you're going to remember. And I would honestly say at this point, I would wait for a super sale. There is literally 0 point for you to buy this over the Master Chief Collection. You'll get way more value over the Master Chief Collection. You'll get way more video games. You'll spend less money, and they're not graphically ugly. Especially the Anniversary Edition. It still holds up to this day. There's no reason for you to buy this over the Anniversary Edition, other than if you're a streamer, you're reviewing it, or just FOMO. Again, it doesn't even have multiplayer. Like, what are you rushing to go play the same campaign that you've played like 3 times over already? It doesn't make any sense. But hey, listen, there's some people out there that want to, and that's fine. But realistically, the only people I can see running out there to buy this are PlayStation players, because they don't have this. They don't have this. This is their time to have this now. So they're the only ones that I can see running out to go get it. But otherwise, anybody else, you've already seen this. You know, I would wait till this is $5. Wait till this is $5. That's it, or 10, whatever it goes down to. You know, but realistically, man, Halo Studios, bro, we gotta rein their asses in. Rein them in. All right, let's go over Super, see what you guys have to say about it. The best
As a
part
huge fan of the
was the,
studio man,
getting
WTF
killed by
has
Williams.
happened to Bathsida. The fools were way too
Bathsida?
overconfident and secure because of multiple releases of Skyrim.
True.
Mate, it's good that the new CEO is reigning.
It's actually funny.
There are two videos,
funny
one
you say
with
that.
all headshots not working on the females but only males, and then there is another with all body shots which do work.
So the body shots work, but the headshots don't work. Again, like I said, the chances of it being a bug are pretty high. But that's a hell of a fucking bug, right? So you can only headshot the males, but you can headshot the females. That's a little bit weird, though. That's kind of strange, right? I feel like. But, anyway. I'll leave the gameplay up for you guys to watch while I'm going over supers. Demon Carol, thank you again, brother, for the 5. 9, the Lord, just quick shout out, man. I saw you became a member earlier. I'm sorry I didn't shout it out. Thank you, sir, for becoming a member. I appreciate that very, very much. And in terms of Bethesda, yeah, I agree. Like Bethesda, unfortunately, like I said, Todd Howard, this man, he will milk like all the time you allow him to milk, dude. Like he's the prime example of an employee that will take advantage of every last minute that is afforded to him. Sometimes people like that need to be reined in. And I think he did. I think Asha Sharma did rein his ass in. But, look how long it took. I mean, he's been doing whatever the fuck he wanted under Phil Spencer's leadership for however long it's been. After a while, it's kind of a little too late. But in any case, that's basically what it is. But thank you, sir. I appreciate the $14.99. That's a lot, bro. Thank you, sir. Demon Carol says, yeah, they use the body shot clip as a gotcha, but it still doesn't prove shit. Again, I don't, it doesn't, for me, it's like, okay, so yeah, you could kill them with a body shot. Great. Fantastic. Equality. But it's not really equality because again, like I can't headshot the females, but I can headshot the dudes. So clearly this is broken. Like it doesn't matter which way you look at it. It's not a gotcha because at the end of the day, if the game is broken, it's still broken. So what do you want me to be like? Oh, okay, it's broken, but just not in the way that I thought. So that somehow is okay. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, so either it's intentional and that's dumb, or it's broken and that's dumb. I don't know. You can just pick whichever one you want, right? It's crazy, bro. But anyway, let's continue. What do we got? GDR.
The
What's
next
up, bro?
installment of anything from Bethesda will have loose flapping flappy lips clapping sounds instead of walking. Unreal. Engine 5.
Oh shit, loose flapping flappy. Thank you, GDR. I appreciate that, brother. Shout out to you, man. Dare
Also
Soto.
fired the people this game has to acquire online as well. It's a single player game, no multiplayer, just a new coat of paint, that's it. The dialogue new mission is terrible, they can't stop talking.
Dude, so again, I can only show so much in the little bit of time that we have, but I'll reiterate for you guys. The amount that this woman talks, bro. The amount that this woman talks is asinine. It's asinine, dude. Lieutenant Williams, from the moment she's introduced to the point that we got towards, before we ended the stream, she doesn't stop shitting on you. You can ask Wizard. Wizard's in the chat. I think Wizard's in the chat. I'm pretty sure. Wizard's in the chat. She does not stop shitting on you. She literally shits. It goes well beyond the whole like, oh, she's ODST, it's the lore, whatever. Nah, bro. This goes well beyond just they don't like each other. This goes like, nah, she just fucking hates Master Chief. She shits on Master Chief. She doesn't shut the fuck up. Constantly shits on Master Chief, bro. It's so annoying. Sanguine says, guys, why are you saying there's no multiplayer in Halo? There is, but it's co-op only. There's no PvP. It's because when people think of multiplayer, they're not talking about co-op. When people think of multiplayer with Halo, they're thinking about actual PvP combat. That's why. Yeah, obviously there's co-op. We know there's co-op. Obviously. I mean, they're watching me and Wizard play the game. They know there's co-op. But I'm saying, like, in terms of PvP, that's what most people go with multiplayer. But sure, if you want to be ultra fucking specific, no problem. There is no PvP in the game. There you go. There is multiplayer co-op. There's no multiplayer PvP. Boom, done. Easy. Wizard says she's there to insult you the entire time. Exactly. That's literally what it is. And I'm not even like, again, that's not just, oh, you're being a chud. Like, no, that's literally what she does. That's what she does. You guys heard the line before I knocked her out. And then she shot me. constantly shitting on you, bro. It's insane. Anyway, let's continue. Here we go.
There is no staying power with game, it'll be forgotten in a month at most.
Yeah, I would say so, which is crazy considering it's a Halo
you
game.
Forgot to remind the people when you start killing the enemies show you where they aren't even they're invisible.
Oh, I did forget that. So that's another thing too. So we ran into something that I don't think is a bug, but I think it's lazy design. So what they do is that when you are killing enemies and there's a certain fight sequence that's happening, when you get down to 3 enemies or less, I think it's like 3 or 4 enemies or less, all the enemies get a star or like a diamond over their head to show you where they are, which is pretty gay, number one. But number two, in terms of lazy design, if you just so happen to leave an assassin alive as one of the last 4 enemies, the ones that can go stealth, if you happen to leave one of those alive, when there's only 4 enemies left, those stealth enemies get diamonds over their head when they're stealth. So then it kind of defeats the whole fucking purpose of them being stealth. The game literally shows you where they are because again, it's lazy design. They didn't even. I don't even think they thought that far. In the sense of like, okay, well, if there's 4 enemies left and we put diamonds over their head, maybe let's not put diamonds over the head of the ones that are stealth until they reveal themselves. Nope. So if they're stealth, you get to see them if they happen to be enemies that are left as the last 4 enemies or whatever the case may be. It's wild. Again, I don't think they even thought that far when designing something like that. I know that might sound crazy, but that's really what it is. Let me check Rumble really quick. We got, let's see. Tornall, I think? Yeah, Tornall with a 2. A, the game is bugged, not letting you headshot female characters. B, it's on purpose, deliberately toxic content. C, both of the above, it's bugged and purposely not fixed. My money's on C. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I would not be surprised. That's what I'm saying. Like, the logical side of me thinks that it was obviously a bug. But then it's like, it doesn't really matter how you argue it. It's bad either way. Either you did it purposefully and that's bad, or it's a bug and that's bad. It's just ultimately it's bad. That's it. They were too busy owning the chuds to have good game design. Yeah, clearly. I think this game will sell realistically like a little over 1 million copies if they're lucky. It all depends on how the PlayStation users reacted to this game because they don't get many games, right? Those poor guys, they're happy to get 10 games a year and most of them are third party. So, realistically, like depending on how PlayStation reacted to this, if they manage to get a massive amount of people buying this game, then that'll be fine. But based off the Steam numbers alone, you probably have like 400,000 copies, maybe if you're lucky. It's probably 300,000 to be honest with you. If you look at the 26,000 concurrent, give or take, just spread across the day, it's probably 200,000 to 300,000. So Xbox, it really isn't buying it too much, So I know it's not going to be crazy over there. So it depends on PlayStation. I think it definitely could get over 1 million copies, but this is one of those games where 1 million copies doesn't mean a fucking thing. It's not. You're not going to make nowhere near your money back on 1 million copies. Not on this kind of game. Even with a remake of a 5-hour campaign game, it doesn't matter. They spent crazy amount of money on this shit. So I doubt it. Did it have any microtransactions in the game? It did. I believe it did. So there was skins that you can purchase. They said they were available to purchase. I looked at the skins for the actual armor, and then they had weapon skins as well. I didn't see how much they were because I didn't care. I just went into the menu to see if there was any skins, and you can purchase some skins. Yeah, you can. So why are all the operators in the room black in the remake? Well, I mean, why wouldn't they be? What it says skins in a single player fucking co-op game? I'll raise you one. Skins in a single player fucking first person shooter co-op game. So it's like you can't even see your own armor. It's the first person shooter. The fuck you gonna be looking at? Your gloves? Damn full Ubisoft playbook. Pretty much. So yeah, that's basically what's going on with that, boys. So again, ultimately, guys, this whole situation, pretty much what I expected. Maybe a little bit worse. maybe a little bit worse, right? Like maybe it's a little bit worse than what I expected. Because, you know, sometimes you go into this stuff and you think, all right, the internet's kind of loud. You know, and honestly, with these games that are controversial, a lot of the time the internet's fabricating some stuff. And you get into the game and you realize that some of it's not what they made it seem, you know? But that's not the case with this game. This game is literally everything. This game is everything that they said it was. And again, I don't care if there's a third-person mode in this game. Still, the skins are like, what the fuck? Now, to be fair, there was like only one skin for purchase per item, but still, it's ridiculous, bro. It's insane. This game is genuinely everything they said it was. And honestly, it's actually worse. It's worse on the performance aspect of things. I didn't lag or anything, but again, my computer's overkill. But there were moments where I had a lag spike here or there, like when it was about to open a door and stuff like that. Like when a door opened, for some reason there would be like a lag spike. There'll be a stutter, typical Unreal Engine stutter. It's like every Unreal Engine game, almost every single fucking one, even Expedition 33 had it.
They should have just released the anniversary P5.
Oh yeah, they could have. Isn't the Master Chief Collection on PS5 or is it not? Did they not release Halo Master Chief Collection on PlayStation? Could have sworn they did, but I guess maybe they didn't. Oh, they didn't. Oh wow, they should have just released that. But you know why? I'll tell you why they didn't do it. Because this game was made for PlayStation players. This game was made when the ideology was they want to focus on selling Xbox games on PlayStation because their own customers were not buying games. So they wanted to focus on PlayStation. So it kind of makes sense they didn't release the Master Chief Collection, because if they did, then this would never sell. So they want to focus on selling this first. And then afterwards, I guarantee you the Master Chief Collection will probably end up showing up on the PlayStation Store. But this had to sell first because it wasn't going to sell on Steam and it wasn't going to sell on Xbox, not in the way that they needed. They needed PlayStation to get behind this. That's what they needed, you know? So yeah, I'm not surprised by that.